Well, mind you, the judge probably may not have cited a German marriage certificate before. Ebi ana ohun bida. Enti se me na me challenge ya. Say the plaintiff na tender ni papa. Now me na me obedient no. All decided cases are any evidence actor to prove with the proper document. And I say put in the box.
Ghana Inside TV. So what channel papa, what YouTube? Na subscribe, na like, na share.
Abusia mama me kwaba mfambla Ghana Insights aha the only platform on YouTube ya Bawumia otensamase na hunu nsem se de ekoso nya subscribe ya and no first time ti subscribe na notification bell so na fi share ma onya bi nya be see already at comment section comment na so for adwin channel to se de video ti se de e ba wadwin se de hunu video na se bi fan fa to comment section na e kenkan ma ye ko video bi na ye mbra sisia.
Please help mama Akosi Asewa.
Akosi Asewa initially me no engage me.
Oh,
aye, me no engage him initially. At the end, chance your father. But Saturday no maswa shikakra. Inti, Mona name say a call me other colleague. Or handle mano.
Oh, okay. But
I believe, say on appeal, no one between us. I have that firm conviction,
sir.
Yes, because Subusami personally. I think the High Court judge was in error when discharging burden on the plaintiff, which is Akosi Asewa Abeboa. Say improve further time or submit the extract of the marriage certificate. Because you see under the Evidence Act, say me kase me or photocopy or extract of a document na me tender. Admit here, whoever challenges it now has the burden, so the burden will shift to the all challenging, say prove the propriety or otherwise of it. And when you're with mere mouth, if you must you challenging or cast signatures in this no. Or mind you, the judge probably may not have cited a German marriage certificate before. Ebi ana ohun bida. Enti se me na me challenge ya. Say the plaintiff na tender ni papa. Now me na me obedient no. All decided cases are any evidence actor to prove with the proper document. And I say put in the box somebody who testify to challenge the propriety or otherwise of the certificate. So on that particular, I think the judge was in error, or the court was in error. Let me put it.
High Court judge.
Yes, was in error when he concluded, say, said there exists an ordinance marriage. So
some section of Ghanaians are no more blaming lawyer Kusino. Then they did not get it right that time.
Me follow trial no papa. Inti minimum time Akusi a tender document now admit him because I understand it was admitted into evidence. Minimum afterwards what happened. But what I know, say position of the law, they say, sad time, if the judge had challenged, say, document, it be a baby and sign into a challenge here, then the Kusi ought to have referred the judge to the fact, my job is to produce a document, and I have done it. And whoever challenges it should produce a better document to prove some me papa. And say, oh yes, I know auntie said I am me there. Kameka says she should have me on record. Said at that particular point, then I will advise the client, say now our next step is to make sure say how to trial through stay of proceedings. You have ever finally appeal, then we bring stay of proceedings for the Court of Appeal to make a determination on that issue, because remember the whole crux of the trial was about ordinance marriage.
Yeah, very well, but lawyer, yes, then I'm the guy no interest. What's good evening.
Now it was speculating around say almost say and now do was court and as I say and you said the lawyer the pay the omutuni and correct. But courtroom honsono because a house of records nintino yen koto to normal basa ho enti ahano or some say court no ed wabra o ka say the expert witness pe and a bit me about bed, a bit tenacia chechemu, no court in idiot. Dear lawyer could see cano.
Na okay, I didn't know almost pin almost was top pay.
Only dear Dorinda. Any name reasons best known expert witness ababetina eyinumu nkwa na be prove say Mami Akosua say wa document no papa. The court heard
also court no yen fom so.
Yes.
So what na asem ne so. E can say I just say expert
witness,
yes ofi baby a the corner ba ne ke betumi aba be chire mu. Oh wow. So that was
oh yes.
Okay.
Enti e beto ho no and na fake no mo antimi improve no. Enye sa na tie. Enye sa. Yes.
Me sure mo kai asem bi emre bi lawyer they were the ones I'm afraid a friend is saying her ladyship ekache say process say ni
yeah, I think say no be say can say I start to be corrected but I don't know say that time no na vlogger be our one side na am say almost so munya info no catch omo lawyers so omo kwa yeah I think say and judge you know based on nkwa nim nkomo a oni lawyers bi adie and ono so gina so edi ye de ese wo ye ebusuafo asem no enyina eno no
okay almost read we are
okay okay so the court heard when it rejected exhibit B blah 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 upon consideration of section whatever ono emremu and omo kinkan ho
thank you for charging me
leading to a fatal presumption that Ghana's ordinance marriage was the same to the German civil marriage. On say, oh, where the ask me, I said, me the first thing you are, major idea can in Nama, would the baby in Abu Tamam. Major idea can among my show. Also, Mobeka, judge no aim can say, quote Ghana warrior. Meanwhile, Nipana or the asem number 2 and him no. Germany no what here and waba and then sense my our dear and all be prove what you say Berman no meaning na net Germany and I you know obi kwawaria some kai as say both for yin na sin sign now then away there yen sign it all bounces back and boils down to yes, if lawyer be satam no mu hwehwe nsem no mu lawyers ni info because yes will be the better abontions and no mu punchy holes it will not that time you need line ni mutiri e ho asem no kan be bibi kakra but judge no e dey kototo German marriage certificate ho which is wrong me ma dream kwa wrong because Europe hanum and I say America minim say mo yi etie okona okọ for marriage certificate original one na that day okoko ye enya no ne yebeti di ama o enya no ne yebeti di ama o but judge no e de kototo ho say ene Ghana de no esenka e de yepe so mbekaya
third point
third point
the court no so reject
exhibit
Mami Akosua say wa exhibit B no dance di nkrata to so B no no they consider say every like I said he was trying to compare that of Ghana there no also thereby and then they lead it to its fatal presumption that Ghana's ordinance marriage was the same as that of the German civil. You cannot compare the two. Or rejected that exhibit, no, that comparison, no, the lady in the man here rejected Mami Akosua say wadi no, which Ophelia say is not right because a different areas.
Exactly.
Okay.
Particulars of error. Save for a brief moment of courtroom inspection. Unchallenged evidence of court proceedings show that no reasonable opportunity was given to the defendant. No reasonable opportunity was given to the defendant to investigate the authenticity of the aforementioned exhibit due to the court's haste to meet trial timelines. Enti yama nipa no ekwan defendant sa monfa ansam no nkodam ko hwehwem ti asem ni yi na authenticity nsam no a na mo ka ho asem no ya pekwan emre na ye de akwa ko hwehwem but na sabio judge no ope eye questionably the court was deprived the court having deprived the defendant reasonable opportunity to investigate the authenticity of the said exhibit, fatally, endorsed and overly relied on the erroneous argument by counsels for the defendant, thereby resulting in erroneous conclusion by the court. The assembly yipa. Ebusiafo.
Particulars of error no. Once I can say say for a brief of moment so much unchallenged evidence on the bar, and most of them were not challenged. Unchallenged evidence of the court proceedings, it shows say na entiasie bia, like there was no opportunity, reasonable opportunity. They ma somebody be investigating the authenticity of niema ni bebre na e course so e wo ho no because na court na e pentem awie ne niema ye nti e be ma question e ba ho so that e ho no ye jump to be no court ni deprive the defendant no reasonable opportunity omo deprive omo tsna omo inhwehwemu so Emma endorse and overly relied on those arguments by counsel. Until the omo keka ni nyina na say American 10 ya no mo pedia ya de ni ntino inhwehwemu ni nema bibi wo kra na they didn't do it because judge pentem ti the omo kwa de ombeka na judge na ase minim de me dada, then they jump over to the next one. Inti basically no more enya bre and fans na so, and you and I know say of course that was the truth.
Yes.
Omo enya mre inti we say no appeal no omo be nya mre ewura all areas, all corners. The so omo hwe bi omo behwe de okogina ho a onimu lumba osu onimu no okwa dance ni no. Now no any questions say e de one bi say e de one any ebusua pani a o se na dance fo nyina ewu. All those niamanu needs to be, and then videos and pictures judge to me can say a bit to me AI no. Now if there is anything they have AI to do it, let's say the correct document nani nyina oma checking nyina, but that one that is why they are saying say and particulars of error they feel say a buyer during the process no monthia so mo consider na bia like omotna so e work on a nyoma e don anymore. Okay
now yanko yanim okay yeah we on the scene or say that if reasonable opportunity had been given to the parties to investigate the authenticity of the said exhibitor, the trial court would have ordered the said exhibit to be treated presumptively authentic
and would not have come to the
erroneous conclusions and findings it arrived at. Well, you know, any client, mo fanche me pa chopa, me kajo zene, ubeti ame kumbrofo na wa obu say yes. Ame kumfo yo.
Into say ye ma omo emre ewo kwan papa mu Emma, your mom, nhwehwemu ye pa. Anke betumi ehu the authenticity of Adams niema ne omo de ba ye ni yie. Enti the trial court would have ordered the said exhibit to be treated presumptively authentic and will not have come
arrived
to a wrong thing. Ki ebema omo kwan no ma no ye de be ma conclusion say yi certificate bi enye ana we die no eye.
Thank you.
So
now,
Love, Papa,
hello.
this is where I draw my stand, sir.
Okay.
The courts, the Ghana court, which is the judiciary court, was not. And then I will stand by my words. They were not. A man take your time to verify anything.
No, because
of error no said they were in a haste
yes
to meet trial timeline.
I don't know what the ladyship
as a
what is it? I don't know. I don't know why they try to tarnish the image of this woman, make people laugh at her. I don't even understand. Me read it, I cry. Why? Why did they do that?
And my love, this trial no coin no use when you way across a lot. That gave another person somebody's husband without
the family members.
And then without the family members too. So this particular, across a lot to the family and to the wife.
The learned judge
chip in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. This case, if you watch from the beginning to end, it was already decisive case. It wasn't a case that was going to give Mami Akosua Sewa a chance to prove herself. Because listening to the appeal, and then we are already watching the case from the beginning to an end, you will realize that even when Lawyer Kusi was very mad because he knew that there was a way that if there's a case like this, the judge will get understanding with the lawyer, because they know that sometimes when they need people from the embassy or people from any place to come and witness, sometimes it's very difficult. And when Lawyer Kusi said, and I quote, he approached the judge over it that it's going to take a time, she agreed with him that it was okay, and she knew what she was going to do. So if you see the judgment that came around 50-50, as we all know that it never happened in this world, that whether it's no or yes, then that means that from the onset, that case was already decided. They had already decided. So no matter what you say or what evidence will even change their mind, they had already done whatever they wanted to do. Okay. That was why we witnessed a false accusation to defame the woman, to defame the sister-in-law, to let them lose their credibility so that all Ghanaians will not believe her, and then will start making mockery about her. And it's very sad. It's very sad and shameful to Ghana.
The judge approving a traditional marriage in the courtroom at that time.
It's wrong.
Was very wrong.
Baby, now,
it was Odobri.
Yes. Because that was the agenda.
You consider no a share by force of say public in the bedroom so it was Odobri because they were not there for a traditional marriage, but then the so obejin and what to say or no you cannot endorse a traditional marriage.
May say
you cannot endorse.
My dear, the whole issue before the court, the honorable court, was to determine a legal wife between a man,
so
not to tell me say both of you were customary
a traditional marriage.
And not exactly no the matter before the court was not to determine say the matter was to determine a legal wife.
And they up judging a honomono.
So
if you were to go right into the customary marriage now, and can send your judgment no can also come fairly because in some moment you can just traditional or customary marriage. It will be a warrior, you will be original warrior chi. Into the original warrior chi wua obi wo ma papa mame wa wo ko warrior no edu tama ye di mo chire wie se mo ye yire na ye bisa se hwan mu na original warrior na chi oba di biba na bema biaba, so that when there is any problem, those people will be called.
They couldn't get one.
Sani oma we no. Yemfa papa, yemfa mame. Those people were yenya lumba di ojina nechi, yenya odobroni di ojina nechi. Ehon no mo change so be pray to be found enough for worry. Really?
Look at this.
Is this how our tradition has got into? Eya brochire di eni bio. Ordinance ni etumi so onsa na ene wako no wako ne hwan o papa ne hwan ye traditional one no eno ne ye consider amena afofo eno ye obroni die na ye esua ne bi ba mo genti se na je Dorinda beje traditional na to mu die deep into how I worry traditionally, sir. But a hono or jetumu without diving deep into it. Emma will be bitching me woho. Consider one person witness, one party pill. So no woho. Lumba dear when you're seeing when you know. Wow.
Assembly, Yanko. Now, the learned judge misdirected herself in law by treating plaintiff inability to her German marriage certificate as a choice within her control. Now,
exactly. They were even Russian. It was about the Bibano. Mammy Hancho filing from Europe at the America. Some documents no what they back on or back at us enye noa enon chese mene but enye noa because mekwakoje the other one be translation from Dutch no ebe ba me some of the umpo me de ya de be ba no was a yakọ na lawyer sign a stamp so I saw the do 3 months.
Fixing appointment the 4 months.
We have gone through this thing. Right? Kasa no one any which wo ye omo paperwork a wo.
Yes.
And nse into what the bar normal rejected document about me they call back 3 times and so I may reach the correct one
especially
because kasa no nyepe.
Sir, you know parts of Europe or England pen as a brofunya, Germany, France, Italy, Belgium, almost different languages. No, okay, so we know more about brofuma. And yet, I did that form. So,
is your good. So, some American. Me say me the 1 year na me document me the quality I rejected. Na me the full for na me to na me train.
Particulars of misdirection. A. The court directed plaintiff's counsel to have the said German marriage certificate to be authenticated without giving reasonable time for Ghanaian embassy in Germany to execute the said certification of genuineness of the signatures on the said certificate. Let me take it again. Now, particulars of misdirection. Wait, the appeal no. There's almost funny to baby. Which is true. And I agree with them. I see the court directed plaintiffs counsel, which is Mamia Kusia say why lawyers, to have the said German marriage certificate to be authenticated without giving them time. Anyway, and your authenticate certificate, it's almost our times and among Koyambrau. And one on the pay more because judge need true militante judge true militante minim the they were not given a reasonable time. So Fanko back to Ghana embassy in Berlin. Some more consulate so I think a consulate in Hamburg and to do all these things it requires Yama Mubi.
Yeah.
Yama Mubi.
I said the Ghana court now almost show up. So the court expected counsel for plaintiffs to compel the Ghanaian embassy in Germany to expedite its own administrative bureaucratic procedures in the authentication process outlined under the section 161 of the evidence decree. Which is not right.
How can Musi okay ya authenticate no nti say ko Ghana embassy no musu ebusa German for no sa process no and lawyer for no chemu say court no my time wa e just say ma me kosu ya say wa e di ko yes anu ma no say ko ye no a wanye wa ma ne time dey di kan e ba ko and baby love read it. Hence by so doing, the court expected counsel for plaintiff to compel. Now I said, no, or person lawyer a Ghana embassy or Germany. China, munya de munya nana munko certificate. Me patro, muama dealing with.
Omo pache say who court? Who now who expect say yanko shower mana?
Yes. Expected them.
Fast no money my expedite
intent and fast track.
Yes, but you know say the court issue in the offices no it's by appointment.
Bureaucratic
and obi animu say ukesi be ba na just space ya na.
Bureaucrats no here adwuma. And bureaucratic process be taking a long time. It's taking a long time. Until how were they expecting? How was the court expecting? And then the lawyers, Eddie Omutima Fre, a year Ghana embassy or Berlin, and then it's within 24 hours.
They were compelling the Ghanaian embassy in Germany to expedite its own administrative bureaucratic procedures. They have their procedures. Yes. It is more of administration. Yes. Paperwork.
Now, was that possible? Say lawyers in combat with this or Shana Koto, one was so Munya intentem. It takes time. Young
baby love ne papa Gucci. Mama make us also more the ocean the two almost say. Omunya no make judgment to seal the other party.
And to meet a year time.
That was it.
To meet a year. Say at the end of the day, for him and some when you and Sana. Oh baby echo. Me pacho and no and a grounds of a year back couldn't be a year king can't say. No court to me said the none of us watch like saying and lawyer Kusimu and Famirika and Kwana. The bottom line is that it needed time to do all that. But court now
we're seeing now was a fair-minded court. A fair-minded court would have ordinarily waited for the said authenticated signature to the marriage certificate to be ready amidst the court's attention drawn to the hardship in the authentication process by counsels for the plaintiff. A fair-minded court. But we did not get that a fair-minded court to do that. Because any fair-minded court, upon issuing that directive, obema ukwain,
of course,
obenya abutre the amount. So that you can get the right authenticated signatures to the certificate. Senyane pesa o pesa o tutu ade ne tutuni baby na obua obia. But then he did it when Yanisa. So I mean, they were not fair-minded. They were just doing their own thing, limiting the plaintiff from getting what she wants. And they jumped to aspect normal court and endorse a traditional marriage. I dive deep into how a traditional marriage is done.
Yes. And Tia Hanum.
And me patron, and we're doing that, and also Ghana court na ababe limited. Abaye so as I say abehin him.
Yeah, of course.
Not to send the obi enya some of kasa me de court.
The number form of course. It creates
Yeah, obi your mindset to do that and this time around it's like the belief, and yet we
and unfortunately because omuwie ababeye reference people are going to use it. That is the most dangerous aspect of it. Somebody is going to use that verdict to koti dia jubiniama na ye fight for. What you saying is appeal masu to correct niama. So anytime somebody will quote from the High Court, the other lawyer will quote from the appeal to correct that mistake. Now, nipa quote to make the other person not suffer.
I say by so doing, a fair-minded court would have invoked its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of the marriage certificate by calling its own expert witness to assist her before racing to give judgment, while the very document, example, certificate it demanded was not ready. Again, all kawaha. Memo example be. Muhammadi politics. I check a crime. I say my background politics. Somewhere kai 2012 election petitioner a court, Supreme Court. Edrum kuntabuono na eye bibio hono. Supreme Court invited a audit firm called KMPG, a UK firm. Audit, accounting, and whatever. Edru en kuntabuo no muno. Chini enchiwa she will be called suo baby no. Because I had hu hia na ye koyanim ne pe entem ti no. Court this goes out to
so they have lawyer of course. This question I once asked a your friend a lawyer be say intina enyoma ne nkono na omo de omo ni expert wo ho a omo betumi aboa
they can do
and
it.
They said the Ghanaian judges are omo de te wo de ba na wo de be ba de so ne ye behwe.
Mami ade baako say obi a foreign national even a hackra happen and it goes on and on in many other countries around the world. Say a foreign national be na you don't come from that particular country. Na ibi assembly ba na ye do kokota. They ask you say
but I appeal documents on I can.
They ask you say do you need an interpreter? So ba betra wa chiro kasa de be court proceedings no court no be ebe busa. I say if you need one yen kasi bia wow family through me kako pay bi bawo they be providing an expert at the amount krom ha kofo bebre wo sa adwuma na omo wo court say bia Ghana ni bi on no e bi on timi express no ye na na asem bi o ya ye betwe expert na ma na ba court no wa be chirichiri ni mu wo no ani local dialect mu na be wise Jawas KPMG is KMPG with a KPMG or something. I hope I got it right. A law firm be sorry, manager. And be wise, you can laugh or you can. KPMG. Anyway, what I was saying say a auditing firm. And omo invite you omo buy. Mom be ye nkunta no ho. Nti we no they could have invited their own expert witness. No.
Mr. Maybe Sasa dear we say Usha or say Dino can won't Dino or say by so doing a fair-minded court underline a fair-minded court court where GD a reshemu amutoso e womuno would have invoked its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of the marriage certificate by calling its own expert witness to assist her before raising to give judgment.
KPMG,
Odimrika ekoma judgment no nanka court wa hotosuo wo mu court wa wodwini nipa ho court wa wonya se obebubu aguso court wa wo mo na dwini mu po se wo besisi wo bi no nanka obe invoke its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of such certificate no obey ne day by calling its own experts to witness to assist but wanye ne sa otwa ho no when to me and calling the own expert witness to assist her but then or jump to give judgment to benefit the honor because then yaye ne oma nyina wi Jesus Christ and mode amana affecting obi this thing has caused a lot of damage to Mami Akusia Sewa, which is not right. And a mubuguswo, and a wrong verdict no mumayeno. There be a comma womanty, and only on topic we discuss.
Yes.
And no topic.
Now, Messi de be fala for. So I remember perfectly.
The wise say, as your opponent, I could have shared the life for you.
Yes,
wow. That's opponent with the emotions now. Back
to some Supreme Court invited KPMG and Momu ye and Kuntebu Buza Aquano questions be ho. I did see what court a happen. Tie again our election petition in 2012. A call Yanomikai those time. Lawyer Tony Lita no afa I have in my custody as be the blah 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 now or the Dr. Bawumia or say can you see say there's no commissioner of oath seal and cash if a commissioner of oath and find stamp and see you can take back the document and then rectify it. Those documents are the same process and I know bet me akoso Mami Akusia say wa ensemi aye kan wo hayi say aye to say election petition there na make sure say document bi o commission of vote na stamp no any united bit ni bi no omko no mo case ni ngu eno ase yes mo fa nko na on san fa anyi ni stamp nko sisi so ebi ansi e wo maami no asemi mu baby fa be to be ka ho na afi yen fa mpem because yes nipa bebre enti ase so far bebe yedu no fa be the na fe yempem ho
the D also by so doing a fair-minded court would have invoked its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of the marriage certificate by calling its own experts to assist her.
Yes, you can see.
Okay. Also offer or no ankasa ni own expert. Eya mama Dorinda. Na ko betumi. E court wa GDA ahotoso odwini nipa ho. Opesa wode pepere ye papa obi enkonkosu. E affect obi and damage obi no a. Nanka judge ni betumi. Afre ono ankasa ne expect no abe assist no. Nanka ansa na wabema judgment amana babe affect.
Obetuma requested no aba.
He no say that the learned judge unduly hastened to give judgment by refusing to accommodate or even meaningfully inquire into the process. She has set in motion under section 161 of the evidence decree. Sorry. So the learned judge unduly hastened. Just a learned judge, or prene or speedy or speedy to give judgment or to America. My judgment. Wamrana we refuse so obe accommodate obi and our obe shani ma yemu no prene ho ye intentem or speedy up or rush ye. What you say? And you're right. No. So the F, no, the misdirection infected the entire proceeding. Sanyoma ye affected the entire proceeding, rendering the entire judgment as having sacrificed procedural fairness for hasty record time judgment and bro for the amateur be vitiating
others made therein.
Hey, bro.
Say we are lawyer for bro. Vitiating. That's right.
Vitiating.
Hey, lawyer kuzini kulini fui. Kulengi. Omote.
Vitiating. That's right. Vitiating, spoiling, weakening, destroying. That's the meaning. Vitiating. That's the E. So na vitiating kakaka moko fa be share.
I to say ambush litigation.
Obi do atam no den to ma.
Again, just by destroying, weakening the thing, spoiling the thing. Work of vitiating, tin your Bible.
Me say I to say Supreme Court is ambush litigation. Somebody lawyer this. Ambush litigation. I say pay. I feel the more official. Lawyer, this ovation, ambush litigation, the annual day. I was for the best here.
Some misdirection, and your manner, only and basano, or say I affected the entire proceeding,
Mama,
rendering the entire judgment as having sacrificed procedural fairness. Ama peppery. Ama isan say na enipa edimirika prene edi eniema no abewie. So the court erred when it held that a law firm clerk was not fit to answer the interrogatory because he was not the lawful attorney of the plaintiff. The court erred when it held the counsel for the plaintiff had admitted in open court that the original certificate was an extract from a family book or diary, and therefore not a proof of a civil marriage between the plaintiff and the late Daddy Lumba.
And the late Daddy Lumba. I was for Hannah, Yedi in Chichimuno. A basic going to be over bed in Nasama in Twitch Amason. Nuclear woman said, I said, remember at the phone, nuclear woman said, Mamma Kusia Sewa. Onim de koso enunti ene ai odobroni atabna drimirika tente court chei ai bakui you ready say bakui enibai lumba babakui on so denise mu nyina drimika trumika tente court room se chichina yesre court fa ebe ka ho mayen ka ho mayen kwan ne ka ho nyina no na maame akusa no last year ba file it down okoja wa mukura dada ema obi ndada wa mutaika na east legonfie enu ano mese sinie ye ni bu chale se bibia kokosi maame no afa ni nkunim bia butewie na okura ni document woni semu a e depend enyem na me be che do obe na wo se wo koje ni fie a abusuafo mo obi andada a basses so my minister will be two at time now saying wow over two ni day wow grab for the guy maybe person be say obi timi gidi e wono enfini say omo two foot trainer omo kasana na appeal no omo say timi ba so be wise how far now at say be wise no busa afedie agro embody you. I agro the form. Be wise, Mate. How far now?
And Roman father ne came out prosecuted Jimmy for judge and a man no how can a judge boo when you me bana me didn't call Ghana na osuya tree cano. Now okwa no the tree ne brofo na fra. How can a judge boo a niche a prosecutor? Huh? How can I judge boon and each prosecutor say prosecutor and infant shemu say odidi a yifwa atem to me? I mean, sometimes you know okay, we can support. You bet me support here defend, but the problem is a beba be ya wono. A beba be ya wono, we may not be there to defend this thing. Yeah, junior, na ye junior nim enye na die. Minimum say eba ni media so na ye twema mentwe obi a person side we. It's true. I understand. Ye nyina we've been there. But then we so akoye bibi a ebe ye bibi se na obi e be da ho. Minu me no especially ye tete abroche it can happen to ye easily. Easily. This thing is about ye tete abroche no. Any obi owo Ghana. Any 1212 bia yeah, tete abroche ni bebre wo hwa aware mu especially Ghana for me ma bebre pe me dey me pese me kofi o me dey me kwa akobie business o me dey me say you Ghana for me ma bebre. I have met a lot of Ghanaian men omo ye omo ne man tentem pese omo kotena fie yeah bisa won say omo ne omo yere no mutena se edwene ho say honey odo ma de nyina at this time me kofi na me kwa nkwala no ye ne o maseten be ya ne den ube wa ha me kwa ba okay ene wo wa ha me ye ni sei plan ben ana o mo kwa because oba bia mpese ni kunu ne be konti ya na bufuo no matwa for mo soko utwe fa me soko wi a me ba na me we are facing all these things in our homes. You put what is going on aside inkofo bebre face wo fie. Especially ebia mutumi build up business big kakra bia ebia obako sua mansanso oko school de bia no ye cheche eyi wo school de bia o wi ni bibi ba onimade o ye brilliant me twene fi US de na kotena Ghana no akọ school wa na ana me tena na me kunku akọ me kunni nko ekwa obeye setie obe respect ya warrior no onkofa obi na okofa obi nso along the way ebia no matuka eko na ka na kopimu dua na mekun na yebu ne nan ni bu a memfree US metena ho otie masema kiyete wa na yare de obi enka se mfi baabi mra yenyi especially yekwa ya yesa juice ni ale ubenyi bedu baabi na fe na eyi ne ho ayede eba we know say it will come one day. That is why you have a partner, you have a wife. Inti because uchusu ne se obeka wo huninti listen to her so that at that time she will be with you. Ne nkwala ni nyina you don't leave her because ubetumi akoshe shelves fufuro mu ubetumi etu afi shelves na ushemu no akoshe shelves fufuro mu and then in the new shelves na obekwa akoshemu no ye check stages of marriage na ebeye bibia so no de wakohie nyankopon because then you have started from the passion stage whereas uja oyere no na mo cooperation stage etu hu no say oyere ye so evil man no akopa bi na akọ start na odo na ye oda feel say she is better. Wait until you get to the same age as oyere na wujane hono. We ade a ye nyina ye di sua ade. Uja oyere hono ma worry 20 years. They wako fa na fe na start one. Behavior also no they compare 20 years of marriage behavior. So some of the comparisons no are not working. Obi to one anu gbe me de mean to me nya me kun ho mean to me nya because ma ware 5 years ma ware 10 years obi e di 30 years obeka to say me to me eja ho because that stage of marriage no enye die bi no mo pedi wo mo hu ye hwe ma stage. And when you are comparing, check your years, check how far you've gone before you compare yours to somebody's. Pacho bebe to me ato.
Okay, yeah, that's a Bibla and it also there. Odi
Menkasa.
Me bacho
Menkasa.
Ai kasa na yenko.
Menkasa. Aha. Yeah, as for yesterday, Mami akusia say one that the lumba semi over a year more na ekoi. Nsem bebre asisi a Ghana nyina ye ne twia. Ama ne e course no ama enipa bebre nso asua de in the first place you better Ghana for us, you better Ghana court on so ase. Near Dama Yakusia se one that lumba any side chick and also do bruni munina crase anything because a case we started you know omoma nipa bebre yesua ade ya adwen mu bie ye ni ada ho asat na wa ye ka say nipa bebre aye ni da ho anipa bebre enema bia na ka efa amanfo kon ho ne sese no obia ejina asem we so se nam asem we asie ni ntino da bi ma menwi hu mienu entini nyina no e ya desua mayen ba mesre se mesre wo bibiara se asem ba na se ye ka bia yentie mu ye na yenka because when tie mu ye ye se yempenta mu mu aten ebi na court no eye no opentam de shaw eto almost ma up till now no obia the whole we are seeing Ghana nyina hunu say ekoye mirika so ekoye ententem and na we letter na me nua be ma wo reading na empo no asat say na all the possibility of the authentication na ye difficult no ayi mami akosia se wa ye lawyer kusi etiminya letter from the embassy